Let's go outside. The snow is falling down and every child is having so much fun. The snowman is twice the size as me, with a smile as quirky as mine. We're holding hands to keep each other warm while we stand and watch a choir performing all the Christmas songs that we love. Yeah, all the Christmas songs that we love. And in a while we're gonna go inside and drink our chocolate by the fire. 'Cause all I want is to spend this day with you. Let me give you a Christmas, a moment we'll fill with love and joy. So beautiful, kissing on a mistletoe, baby, with you. I don't need any presents, as long as I spend this day with you. So beautiful, kissing on a mistletoe, baby, with you. Ooh. I'm making plans of what we're gonna do. I feel so blessed that I can be with you, 'cause God knows that I've been longing for you. I just wanna hold you close. You know the stars are shining just for you. Let's take a walk and we can follow the moonlight till we reach a place we can stay. Maybe kiss a bit and dream away. And in a while we're gonna go inside and drink our chocolate by the fire. 'Cause all I want is to spend this day with you. Let me give you a Christmas, a moment we'll fill with love and joy. So beautiful, kissing on a mistletoe, baby, with you. I don't need any presents, as long as I spend this day with you. So beautiful, kissing on a mistletoe, baby, with you. Ooh. And in a while we're gonna go inside and drink our chocolate by the fire. 'Cause all I want is to spend this day with you. Let me give you a Christmas, a moment we'll fill with love and joy. Love and so beautiful, kissing on a mistletoe, baby, with you. I don't need any presents, as long as I spend this day with you. So beautiful, kissing on a mistletoe, baby, with you. Ooh.
Welcome to another warm-up show with the hockey coach Guru Coach FRENCHY, directly from the Sunshine State in Florida. And we have to go all the way to the north to find a co-host, Mr. ENORTAP, directly from Toronto, Ontario. Welcome, Mr. ENORTAP of the warm-up show.
Thank you, Coach. Always a pleasure. And welcome to all our Hockey Nation family.
Exactly, December 16, 2021, a Thursday. Happy, thankfully, Thursday, everybody. We are about 9 days before the Christmas and before Michael Robinson back on the walk to the dog. But this year is going to be the Santa Claus on the Quebec City. So it'll be interesting to follow up with Mr. Michael Robinson, his journey about the Christmas time. Of course, we have a few people in the chat already, Mr. ENORTAP. We have Mr. Roger Delaney at the beginning of the show. He was the first one to show up when we opened the door. He was the first one at the front at the door, and we welcome Mr. Roger Delaney.
Welcome, Roger.
What about the number one fans of the Ottawa Senators? He's back in the house this morning, this afternoon. London James in the house today talking about the Ottawa Senators. Big game for them again, the Tampa Bay Lightning. Will be interesting what's happening. So welcome, Mr. London.
Welcome, London. Ottawa's looking good.
We have Mr. Ronnie Odette directly from Quebec City, dans la belle province de Québec. Ronnie Odette in the house.
Welcome, Ronnie.
We have to go directly from Alberta. It was minus 16 this morning. We don't know now what it is, but we have to welcome Minnesota Wild #1 fans, where his Wild is going to be wild tonight because they make the Sabres. Will be interesting how they're going to act with Kaprizov and the Wild tonight. They play at home. They play a solid. They have one of the best record at home this season. Mr. Swerve 951 in the house.
Welcome, Swerve.
What about Ville? Ville directly from Finland. We have one of the three liner or the three teammates in the chat right now. So Ville in the house today. Welcome.
Welcome, Vallejo.
Video said ENORTAP camera is looking good. Yep, you can see the hair. You can see the perfectly. Everything is perfectly good. He went to the the dress room, everything, the camera, everything set up for him. So Video,
sure.
you're absolutely right about that. What about?
I'll crack it soon.
What about?
Bud.
Bud the Monkey in the house tonight with all the information. He is the insider of the Florida Panthers, like Adam is the insider for the Vegas Golden Knights. Bud the Monkey in the house. Welcome aboard.
Welcome, Bud.
He has a lot of information about the Florida Panthers. He mentioned about Cole Schwint. Schwint is going to be back in the house tonight. He's going to be in the room in the game because they're missing Aaron Ekblad. He's going to be out with COVID-19, number 7, I believe, for that team. I don't know what's going to happening about that one or there. But Forsling is back tonight in the lineup for the Florida Panthers. He had a difficult time Forsling. After he got hurt the first time, he came back. He returned. He returned on the ice. Then he difficult time. He have no point in the last couple of games. I think 6, 7 of them. Did you see no fans in Montreal? I did not see that. No fan in Montreal. I don't know. It was confirmed. I think he have a meeting at 6:00 p.m. press conference. But I don't know about the Monkey. It's going to be that way. But you, the first one, mentioned this possible. That'll be good. Something about this. Plus dropping like a fly, like 951, he said. Absolutely right about this. Fantasy is going to be crazy. Yes, you have to change your lineup about 10 times per day because I have one of fantasy ENORTAP on my under the place, and it's 12 players. I have 10 of them on the COVID. So I cannot find a new place. I cannot win on that one over there.
And even yesterday's, the ESPN one that we do, because of all the COVID, I left about 5 guys on the bench, and they got 13 points. Yep. So I hope I don't lose this week because of that.
It's confirmed by Franco Iacono. Welcome aboard. Just announced no fans at the Hab games.
For how long, Franco?
So it'll be interesting to see that. Thank you so much, Franco, and thanks, Bud the Monkey, to bring that news. Directly from Moncton, New Brunswick. Come on down, Johnny Golden.
Here's Johnny.
Directement de la belle province de Sherbrooke, de Québec, mais demeure dans la ville de Québec, de Sherbrooke, en mix, Sherbrooke, Québec, Sherbrooke, whatever it is. Nicolas de Goubi-Bono.
Welcome, Nicholas.
ENORTAP, Abs fan back in the house tonight. First of all, Abs fan, welcome aboard. And he mentioned they have a press conference by the Minister, François Legault, at 6:00 p.m. So thanks for the information, Abs fans. It looked like from Roger Delaney, what he heard, like everyone affected with Omicron will infect 4 more, and each of these are 4 more, so it spread very quickly. It will be interesting. Do you predict the Panthers will have some extra fight with all these players out? It'll be interesting to see that by the Monkey. Je te le dis, on revive le printemps 2020 match close ce soir entre Montréal et Philadelphie. Merci beaucoup, Nicolas, pour la confirmation. Ça me fait plaisir. We will see so many Panthers prospect tonight call from Charlotte. Talking about prospect, they send back ENORTAP Spencer Knight. We'll go talk about this the next couple of minutes, about that situation. Spencer Knight back in Charlotte in the American Hockey League. Ronnie said, here in the province of Quebec, it's not looking good. They have conference at 6 by the government. There we go. Vanille said, this Denis Senko, for example, is one that I'm excited to see him tonight, number 14. On va sûrement tout refermer, selon Nicolas said in French. In English, he believes everything will be closed back like it was in the past. So it'll be interesting. See that? So far at the practice, Wiggar, Julie and the top pairing may be forcing replace. Love to hear Johnny Indro. Merci. You're welcome, Johnny. They send Knight because of the cap. No, they send him to... No, but they send Mr. Spencer Knight because his performance are not equal of what he's supposed to do in NHL. It had nothing to do with the cap or anything like that. And I think it's great for him to go back in the American Hockey League. It reminds me the case, the closest case I can mention in our time about Spencer Knight. It's really what Dallas did with Jake Ottinger, the goaltender over there. Whatever they know we have already Old B, Kubinin, and they said, let's go American Hockey League, go get your homework over there. We're going to call you back at the right time, and you can see a better performer between the pipe for the Dallas Ottinger. So I think that's really the reason why he's right now in the American Hockey League. He'll be there for a couple of, maybe 1 or 2 months. I would not be surprised about that one over there. Joseph Lahammer, Houston in the house.
Welcome, Joseph.
You are awesome. Yes, she is awesome. She's back in the house tonight, directly from Toronto. And no, Toronto tonight, because the game is canceled. Kelly, Miss Kelly in the house.
Welcome, Kelly.
Video, Knight is easy to waive because he's a waiver exam. He did not play well, like you said. Exactly. Great comments about that. And I agree with you, Coach, about this. Hey, Roger.
Didn't Carey Price go through that as well when he first came up? They sent him down for a stint, or am I mistaken?
I'm not remember, to be honest with you.
Okay. I think he did, though. I think he stayed up for about 5 or 6 games, and then they saw that he wasn't ready yet, and they sent him back down for a while.
Really?
Yeah.
I thought you never played in American Hockey League, but I could be wrong. Until he got back last year, but it'll be interesting about this. That's pretty much what we have. We have a problem in our top.
What's the problem, Coach?
We have only 6 light, so people start to not like you anymore.
They're not doing homework. Oh, my goodness.
I know. They forgot to do the homework. When you show up, you have to click on the likes. That's on automatic. You know what I mean? It's like, it's on automatic. You have to click on the likes, or click on the bottom of your phone, or iPad, or the TV, or your desktop, or your computer. Depends what you want. Maybe you watch. Who knows anymore? Or maybe some glasses now. Everybody's going to be with glass, with a TV in front of the glass. It will be crazy. But that's another story. I can't wait to see ENORTAP drive his car over about 50 feet above the street and drive and just go from Toronto to Montreal in 45 minutes.
I don't think so.
I'm not going to be alive when this is going happening about that one over there. I can't wait to have no driver in my car, so I can do a live streaming live from my car, and someone drive my car, a robot, or the car drive by himself, whatever it is. So we'll be done. Running with it, my friend at their party, there was 45, it turned 39 of our boosted. They are all 2 shots of vaccination. They said the second shot is not what you need, a 3rd shot. I don't know. I can't wait. I'm going to vaccinate me only when we get 5. Until then, I don't see this working. Just kidding. What about Dixon is in the house tonight and directly from Canville, Ontario. And I'm late. You may be late, but you did not miss nothing. That's a good
Never
news about
late.
that one over
Never
there.
late. Welcome, Dixon. You're never late.
Here we go. We have the second player on the line on the Finland line of hockey. Jamo Virtanen in the house.
Moi, Jarmo. Moi.
We only miss Mr. Andy K. Will show up. By the way, we have to congratulate a couple of people here because first of all, the stat at the bottom are not right. I forgot to change the stat in the bottom. Honestly, that's not right about that one over there. So I'm going to turn off this. But the winner of yesterday, guy, is Steve G. 3-0. The only one 3-0. Congratulations, Mr. Steve G. You're the only one did 3-0 yesterday. All of them have 2-1, Mr. ENORTAP. And we have only one the right score. He's not here yet, Mr. Eagle Frank Sport for the second day back-to-back. Have a right score, so congratulations. And I apologize. I did the score on the another graphic. Not on that graphic. I forgot to carry on that one over there, so I apologize for that one over there. I just update News Speed Internet, so I cannot miss any Montreal goal. But I don't think so. You need to update your News Speed Internet because Montreal don't score a lot of goals, so you can take the same speed. It's just like it's not happening a lot. That's the problem about that one over there. Private Center for a while and the first year. Joseph said, thank you so much for the confirmation.
Thank you, Joe.
And Velo Q2, Velo Q2 Netty, and Prelimin Netia Kadiadan. That's something like that. I can tell you the production. And something you just said, hi, how are you? And he said, I'm doing well, and my internet is getting better. As you said,
we hope.
As you just said, Max Pacioretty has more goals in December than Montreal have his mount. By the way, about Max Pacioretty, Ronnie, Pacioretty, if he scored tonight, he become only the third player in the last 20 years to get 8 goals straight on the game after game. So will be interesting about well-pronounced coach. I feel like coach that Mikolai. So Jamo said 5 grams of 1,000 millimeter speed. And Jamo said IEP 500 M. So they talk about the walk.
Pharmacists.
That's the walk of Michael Robinson when he go in Finland with his dog. When he go to Helsinki, Michael Robinson play hockey in Helsinki a long time ago. That's another story I can count about this. What time is the pick? I don't know yet, Kelly. But we talk Finland right now, Kelly. Never speak
Kelly doesn't want
Finland.
us talking.
It's time for ENORTAP. Time to tell us what do you have for the last 24 hours. Pay attention. And we're going to send you straight live. Let's go, my friend, ENORTAP.
No live. No. Okay. I guess a couple things really for me I wanted to bring up and even get everybody's opinion on. Number one, interesting fact that yesterday Washington went in overtime yet again. It was their 8th time. And this year they are 0-8 in overtime. Question is, how much does that surprise you that they've gone 0-8 with the likes of Ovechkin and company, like John Carlson and Backstrom? Well, Backstrom's been out, but Kuznetsov and Oshie. Because if you think about it, even if they had won half of those 4 points could come in handy at the end of the year in terms of the standings. So I don't know what your thoughts on that are, Coach. But I know it really surprised me when I saw that interesting fact yesterday.
Well, at the end of the day, for me, Ovechkin is it's almost unreal at that moment to be number 1 scorer in the NHL ENORTAP. Ovechkin, it's just not makes sense to me. At what, he's 35, 36 years old?
Yeah.
Right? And the way he played, the way he scored, and he carried on the team right now on his shoulder. That's what he does.
I know. Well, that's why it surprises me so much that they're 0-8 in overtime, because of that. Like I think you even mentioned it yesterday when you were doing the live broadcast. It's like having an extra half a player out there
Yeah.
when he's there. So
Yeah.
it's really fortuitous for other teams that they've gone 0-8 because you would think the way he can skate and the way he can shoot, overtime should be over quick, but it hasn't
But
happened. So
Ovechkin is a sniper, right? Those kind of sniper are on the no position, right? I don't say like they can carry on the puck, but when you're losing the puck, Ovechkin is not become one of the best without the puck. He's really great
Yeah.
when you get the puck, right? But without the puck, he's really not. He's just an average player in NHL. And then when you have a team like Washington, have only one defenseman offensive like John Carlson, you have a problem,
Right.
right? And that's happening right now with Calgary. That's happening with Vancouver. Vancouver, when you put Quinn Hughes out, you have to fight with now after that with Tyler Myers, a little bit better. But when you look about those kind of team, have only one-dimensional players. Like Edmonton, example, they have Tyson Barrie, but they can answer with Donald Nurse, and they can go far away with Doug and Kid if they want to. I understand that McDavid, but same thing with Tampa Bay. They can go with Sergachev, but they have Edmund anyway. So there's no problem. Rangers, they have Fox. Now problem, they have
Right.
Trouba. But we have a team with only one defenseman, that's a little bit harder. Like Toronto, I'll be honest with you, if I was Toronto, I'd play Morgan Riley, and then I'd come back with 3 forward. Because I have
Yeah.
nothing else. Now they can go with Sandon if they have to. Montreal, not many. They have nothing after Petrie. Now they can use Chariot, but it's not like they're great. So I'm not surprised what Washington is at that moment because honestly, if you remove Carlson and you put Ovechkin there and you put Orlov or whatever, or Jensen, Schultz, whatever they are, if you don't have the puck, you're in really trouble. More of the transition of the game. Because now if you
Yes,
shoot the
that's
puck,
true.
the
That's a
puck
good
come
point.
back after that, that's the problem they get.
Yeah, no, that's a very good point. And the other thing that kind of I started to look a little bit closer at the Western Conference and specifically the two divisions, the Central and the Pacific. So and it's interesting here. We know 8 teams are going in. Right now, it looks like it might be 4 from each division. Question is which which are the teams that are on the bubble? Because if you look at, let's say, that Central Division right now, Winnipeg and Dallas are out, which I don't think come playoff time or close to it that they're going to be out. I mean, they're just both too good to be in that position, unless a team from the Pacific really drops off, so that you get 5 teams in the Central, and the only team that could drop off, I mean, could it be Anaheim? I doubt it. I think Anaheim has enough there that it could take them through. My only worry is, like I said yesterday, is can Gibson hold up for the entire rigor of the season? Because I don't think he's really had to or had that kind of pressure in the past, really. But Edmonton, at one point it looked like a certainty. Now they're right on the bubble.
Yep, I agree with you about that one over there. I think I would say to you, I'm. It's how's going to react Calgary after that. I think when you have 19 of the players with COVID, some of them have maybe more difficult time with COVID compared to other players. Some maybe nothing, or maybe the team will completely. But they're going to react with a schedule more shrink together, everything like that. That will be the team I have to watch on the West Division. Can be a little bit go down, down, down in the next couple of weeks, everything like that. So that'll be a team to watch about that. The West, I believe Dallas is out in my book. For what I saw the last couple of
Really?
games, the inconsistency of the team, everything like that. Unfortunately, I don't see this come back like they was before. Unfortunately, you can see when they miss rope hands, it's completely under the team over there. We have a couple of comments here. First of all, we have Mr. Roger said Ovechkin play better right now at 20 years old. I agree with you about that one there. Yes, he takes
he's a more complete player.
Yes, Exactly.
Yeah, like he used to be just a sniper, and now his assists are just as many as his goals.
Exactly. Then after that, he said, Yamo said he was drinking Mr. Dr. Pepper on the bench about that. And then Dixon asked, what do you think Jeff Petrie get Duchamp for Christmas? A new system for
Coal.
2022.
I think some coal.
Yes. Ovechkin en mission de Big Gretzky. Excuse me. Yes, I agree with you, Ronnie. I think he's going to go there. I don't see how right now, at least for this year, he's on really on that mission. Late this afternoon, Montreal Canadiens received a request for Quebec Police also the host tonight. Face yes, exactly. Go Abs, Senator. Go like London. We said earlier. Welcome back, Mr. London. Let's Ottawa go on a 3 winning straight. They're looking great. London last couple of years. Big night for Ski at Caulfield tonight. Game again. The Flyers in a close sitting with no fans and attendance at the Bell Center. I feel bad for the people bought some tickets or people have a ticket to go to the game and maybe the first time or maybe they don't go a lot. Like not the season they get older, but the people buy a game maybe. Someone, listen, some people travel hours to go to the game tonight. I'm telling you right now, they have some people travel hours to get there. Now, unfortunately, they cannot go there. It's really unfortunately that's happening about that one over there. I heard they could not sell any tickets, just a rumor, I guess. That's possible about that. Buffalo goaltender is old. He's playing in the NHL since 2000.
Who are we talking about? Anderson?
He talked maybe Greg Anderson, or that's maybe the only one we know right there. I just read tonight game without fans. Quebec Public Health Authority said no fan the Bell Center. It's everything confirmed.
Well, the good news,
Dallas could
Coach,
use
with
Seguin
that-
Bennett cap it right now for some useful players, and they are like slug. Sorry, this is old news. Zev LeCab in the house. And most people have a COVID, take 2 months to be back full strength ever hockey players. Back from work, I'm late, guys. Welcome back, Mr. Eagle Frank Sport.
Welcome, Eagle. Eagles in the house.
So, at the end of the day, it would be interesting what would happen. This is really sad to see. It's not only the hockey right now, it's other sport. Basketball, everything like that. And it's one would be the end of that, right? For me, what I'm looking for is the player cancel right now the Olympics and move on to the next thing and fix the situation over there about that. They have the NFL have a new protocol, COVID-19 happening today. They have an agreement between the NFL and the NFLPA, whatever, or NFL players, where you can be on the COVID-19, and then one day you are not on the COVID, you can play. You don't have to wait more days anymore. So that's a new. So can the NHL does it? I'll be interesting to see that about that on that. Do you guys know if Gallagher and Niku are playing tonight? Yes, I know. They are not playing. So what I know, Niku and Gallagher will be back from after Monday next week. So he's going to miss the game tonight, and he's going to miss the game Saturday, and they are back only with the team next Monday. The second day, I will say to you, I'm still worried about the game Montreal-Boston this weekend. If Boston get more Ks, they're missing Bergeron, Marchand, Swimmen, Blank, and someone else. They have 5 right now. Greg Smith, that's number 1 of them also. I missed someone else. I forget his name. Anyway, if the case increase over there, the reason why, because they have to fly to Montreal, they have to stay there, and they play Ottawa after that Monday or Tuesday next week. And now, if one of them get a positive over there, he have to stay there. They cannot fly back in Boston. He's going to miss Christmas time. So what I'm interested to see the next couple of days for is to see if many games from USA travel to Canada, they're going to cancel or not. That would be interesting to follow that story about that. It's the same thing apply for the team play and USA. So that's something you have to be careful and to follow up for sure about this. Bubbles Rap Arcade just around the corner. Just our comment Tampa 1 zit. Who the ads play tonight? The Flyers. Sport is a mess right now. Obviously, it is all three scam cup 951. And like we do at some point, Mr. ENORTAP, we shift to the day of the prediction, everything like that. So everybody wait. We have 10 games to go, so we have to talk a little bit faster, quick, not faster, but talk about everything. But we do at the beginning, we only ask Mr. ENORTAP and the rest of you guys, who are they? And today we have this players. Who is this players?
Oh, that's an easy one, Coach.
Yes.
The number should give it away.
Exactly. Mark Zuck in the house. We're going to wait for someone. 951
Yes,
get the
Yarmo.
name. And Yamu said the second name.
Yarmo.
Everything. Congratulations.
Way to go, Yarmo.
And who is this, Mr. ENORTAP? Eric Lendrose. Now you say it was easy, so I complicate your life.
You make it hard.
Who's number 8?
Oh, that's. Oh, I thought you were going to ask for number 30. Okay, now you did complicate it. Now you played dirty, Coach. Well, Bernie Parent and who is that? Number 8.
951 said Bernie. Hey, Francois Pitt in the house. Have friends with Brett Hall. Zen Local says Dave Shoes. Bernie said Bernard Parent. As friends with Gordy Orr. Goalie from movie Slapshot.
I don't know. That's a number 8. Number 8.
Don't forget, guys, to click on the likes. We're missing a lot of likes tonight. So it would be great if you can click on the like to helping us to grow. That'd be awesome to do that.
I'm not sure. You got me there, Coach.
Yeah, it honestly, it never been a name of the player been recognized in hockey. Like me too, I have to find his name to get this guy over there. And André Dubon, good question, Ronnie. André Dubon was wearing number 6. Dixon said it was called Frenchy. No, it's not called Frenchy. How about that one over there?
It's not Bobby Gould, is it?
Bobby what? No.
Bobby Gould?
No, not Bobby Gould. You talk about Gould, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, no, Bobby Gould. No, it's not Bobby Gould. Remember what I said this week? What was his name? Hillman.
Hillman?
Hillman. Hillman.
No, I don't even remember that player.
Yeah. So he played about 15 games in NHL with the Flyers. So I knew nobody would find this guy over there. So I knew it was it. But the key was for Bernard Parent. It looked like Bernard was very tired. It looked like he needed a break. Unfortunately, they don't have a bottle of water on the top of the net for him. So that's what happened about this. Let's go to the prediction of the game today. You're going to see it's maybe a mess up, Mr. ENORTAP. I did it last night, this morning. And then I skipped one game because I thought that someone said have 11 games. So I started to do it, and then I realized it was one game canceled. So I skipped that one over there. But follow up what you see on the screen if you can.
Okay, we'll try our best. Okay, so in the first game we have Philadelphia
Harry
traveling
Hillman.
to Montreal. Well, the good news, at least no fans in Montreal, is that we're not going to see any jerseys on the ice at the end of the game. That's for sure. The Flyers are looking for their 4th consecutive victory tonight. After losing 10 games in a row, they've kind of really reacted well to a few changes that they made to their lineup, and that's why they're on this 3-game winning streak right now. They've been without Travis Konechny now for a little bit of time, and that takes a lot of your offense out of the lineup. And he's even when he's played, he's been on a 13-game scoreless streak. So, and he's kind of stuck at a career 99 goals. So I'm sure he's waiting to finally get that 100th career goal for himself. Montreal, well, what can we say? They're going to try to avoid their 8th straight loss. Their most recent, of course, that Pittsburgh game, 5-2. It's going to be a tough one here, but you know what, Coach? I believe in Montreal. I think they're going to win this one. I'm going to take them to win 3-2.
3-2?
Yeah.
Flyers 4-2.
Okay. Next, we have the resurgent Ottawa Senators traveling to. Now, where are they going? Well, they're going to Tampa Bay. The Eagle knows that. He's probably broadcasting that tonight. They're going to try to avenge that recent loss that they had against them. It'll be another opportunity to repeat something the club has done very well lately. They've in this past little while, they've beaten some heavyweights in the NHL. They've beaten Carolina, Colorado, Tampa Bay, and Florida, of course, just the other day. So their number one line is really grooving right now. Like they're led by Drake Batherson, who's produced a goal and 3 assists in the last game. Josh Norris and, of course, Brady Tkachuk. They've just been on fire. Batherson now has 16 points in his past 8 games. For Tampa, it was the first time they were shut out by Ottawa for this season. So we'll see. I'm sure they have a vengeance on their mind. So I'm going to, Eagle, you hearing me? I'm going to take Tampa Bay to win this game, and they're going to win 4-2. But it won't be easy.
4-2?
Yeah.
Five to 3.
All right. And next we have the LA Kings traveling to the sunny state, Florida. Right? And Florida will try to shake off that embarrassing 8-2 loss that they just suffered, as we mentioned, at the hands of the Senators. Of course, we know the situation with Florida in terms of the goaltending and also some of the players that they were missing. These things happen. Nothing to be too alarmed about if you're a Florida fan or a fan of any team, right? These things will happen from time to time. The Kings have kind of driven their fans crazy all season with their inconsistency. Already this season, the Kings have had a 6-game losing streak, and then they followed it up with a 7-game winning streak, which was succeeded right away by another 5-game skid. So, tonight they face the Panthers, who have the best record at home, 14-2-0. The Florida's leaders, of course, the biggest one is Jonathan Huberdeau, who has 12 points, including 9 assists in his past 7 games. And with the absence of Barkov there, they've really had to rely on him as their major contributor. The Panthers got back top forward Anthony Duclair, who had been out the previous 8 games, but they're still missing, 4, top players. They're missing Forsling and Barkov, as I mentioned, who's probably one of the best two-way players in the league currently, and does a lot of contribution on the power play, and that's probably why their power play has kind of faltered recently. Bobrovsky has done his due diligence. I mean, he's 12-2-2, a 237 goals against average, and a 920 save percentage as well. The Kings are 3-1-1 in their past 5 games, and we're starting to see a resurgence in Jonathan Quick. He's still a force to be reckoned with. I guess he's sort of building up his resume in case a team comes calling and wants a goaltender at trade deadline time. But right now he has a 2.09 goals against and a 931 save percentage, which is amazing. You could see that with the return of Doughty. The LA Kings have been much better, especially on the power play where he contributes most of his points. But he's also freewheeling. He's great to have because he can almost play an overtime period just on his own. The one thing that confounds me and I haven't understood is they keep Brown on that top line, and he hasn't been having a great season so far. So I don't know what the insistence is to keep him on that first line. I know he's a clutch player, but usually that's like, really close games or come playoff time. That's when he shines the best. But I don't know what they're thinking. But anyways, I'm going to take Florida to bounce back from that 8-2 loss. I think that they'll beat the Kings 5-3.
Cats 5-3. Cats 4-2.
Okay. So now we travel. We go from Vegas is taking their 17-11 record to New Jersey, who are 10-12-5. Vegas, Max Pacioretty there is carrying like 3 impressive streaks into tonight's match. 3 of them. One, he's looking to extend his goal scoring streak to a career high 7 games. Number 2, he's currently riding a 9-game point streak in which he has 10 goals and 6 assists, and also his 4-game multi-point streak is 1 shy of the franchise record held by Mark Stone and also William Karlsson in different years. So he's been really on a tear, and Stone has been there to set him up all the time. Like most of his points have come on the assists of Pacioretty's goals. In his career, which is when he's played the Devils, Pacioretty, which is 29 times, he's had 14 goals and 21 points against them. So that's pretty impressive as well. They've been getting Vegas has been getting contributions, as we know, an all-star year out of Chandler Stevenson as well this year. He's got 29 points. The Devils, on the other hand, have lost 3 in a row and 12 out of its last 15 games. So they've also surrendered, I think, 2 or 3 in that interim time, 2 or 3 shorthanded goals. So there's a lot to improve on there with the New Jersey. I'm going to take Vegas to continue New Jersey's woes tonight, and I think they'll win 5-2.
Vegas 4-2.
Vegas 4-2, good. All right, next, who do we have here? Detroit going to Carolina. So this is interesting. We talked about, obviously, the effect of COVID on many teams, but Carolina is one of those that's been hit quite hard. The nice thing I read today and heard the team, somebody from the team saying is, we don't want to cancel the game. Where other people like the Islanders at one point were looking to cancel the games. Carolina saying, you know what, let's play with what we have. Now, it helps when you have a team that is as deep as Carolina is to be, singing that tune. It's a little bit different when you're the Islanders, don't have that depth, and you're out of a playoff spot and trying to chase at that point. So sort of take it with a little bit with a grain of salt. the first meeting between these two teams um, was a 2-1 game, I believe, if I'm not mistaken. Um, Carolina's roster will be, I think, with at least 6 players that are going to be in protocol here. Jordan Stahl, Svechnikov, Ian Cole, Steven Lorenz, and the other ones escape my mind right now. But like I said, they're going to have a bit of a tough time that way. The Red Wings are 4-9-1 when they're traveling on the road. They're a totally different team than when they're at home. Um, I think that Carolina will win this game. I'm going to go with 4-2.
4-2. Okay. Canes 4-2, 5-2.
Okay, and next we have Boston and the New York Islanders. So with points in 5 of their previous 6 games and fresh off of a long-awaited first victory at the UBS Arena, the Islanders are hoping that their nightmare stretch is finally over. But as we saw the other night, they sustained 2-1 loss to the Detroit Red Wings. So it's going to be tough. I think too many things have gone wrong for the Islanders this year, between playing on the road for so long at the beginning of the year, to people in COVID, the injuries, especially on defense, and of course Varlamov not just being Varlamov. So all these things have hurt them. Again, I'm not going to go through the players that are in protocol here. I think Coach mentioned most of them for Boston at the beginning of the show. The Bruins are among the NHL teams to receive unfortunate news about this reality, both on Tuesday and Wednesday. And we know that having the key players that they have out of the lineup, it's going to be tough for Boston, I think, to win this game. I'm going to take the Islanders to win 3-2, Coach.
Is it Islanders, right?
A little bit lower.
Yeah. It's just not the wrong way.
Yeah.
Got it.
Okay. And next we have Colorado traveling to Nashville. Looks like it's Kemper and Saros, which should be a very good goaltending match. I think it'll be a game that'll be played underneath, below the 5.5 that it's set at. The Predators are really streaking right now with 5 straight victories, and I think they have 6 out of their last 7 games in which they have won. But you know what? The Colorado Avalanche are feeling pretty confident themselves. They're carrying a 5-game winning streak themselves, and they've gone 13-2-1 over the last month, which is probably, I didn't check, but it's probably the best record over the last month in the NHL. So something has to happen here today. Obviously, one of these two teams will continue their streak. Colorado won 6-2 in their only other previous meeting this year. The lineup will be much different for the Predators this time around. 6 players and 6 staff members were put on protocol, so that leaves them with a very depleted roster going forth. The Avalanche are coming off of that 4-2 win over the Rangers on Tuesday, at the strength of those 2 goals that Nikushkin scored. So I'm going to continue to take Colorado to continue their streak. I think they'll win 3-2.
Five two.
And we told Kelly not to listen to what my predictions, to go the opposite. And she's agreeing with me. And then she's going to blame me tonight when they're all wrong.
Again.
All right. So next we have the Buffalo Sabres, and they're traveling to Minnesota, another hot team. Although Minnesota have yet to lose 3 straight games this year, they're currently they have lost two after winning. They were on I believe it was an 8-game winning streak prior to that. So they're going to look to end that tonight, and I think that they will be successful in doing that. Um, Former Sabre winger Marcus Foligno has 13 goals on the season. He's tied with Ryan Hartman for the team lead, which is quite impressive. Both those two players are having very good years. The Sabres are looking to build momentum after a win against the Jets the other night that snapped their own 7-game slide. The win marked just the second time this past month that the Sabres have earned points in consecutive games. So they've hit a rough patch themselves, that's for sure. After it looked like a very very promising start to the season, um, it's good to see that Alex Tuck is now starting to skate with the team, although he's still non-contact. So at some point he'll be obviously coming back into the fold, and I think that really will help out the Buffalo team in many different ways. He's got a lot of versatility, a great player. But I think Minnesota is too much to handle here. Looks like even Subban might be starting for Buffalo tonight. I'm not 100% sure, but he was not confirmed last time I checked. So I'm going to take Minnesota to win this game, Coach, 5-3.
I'm coming there. 5-2.
5-2. Okay. Next, we have the Columbus Blue Jackets traveling to Edmonton. Wow, wow, wow. What can we say about those Oilers? We're going to try to snap this current 6-game losing streak tonight. They've been outscored 24-9 in this slide, and they've fallen behind 2-0 in each of their past 5 games. So, there's a healthy formula for losing for sure, or at least making it difficult for yourself to come back in a game when you fall behind quickly like that. Edmonton began the season at 9-1-0, and later at one point they were 16-5-0, and they were really the one of the best, if not the best, team at that point. So we see that you fall upon a little losing streak, although 6 games is not little now, and all of a sudden you could find yourself on the bubble of making that playoff spot when maybe 3 weeks ago we would have said Edmonton was a for sure in. Connor McDavid and Leon Draisaitl were both held without a point for the second straight game. Columbus themselves are slumping. They've only they've only won, I think, 2 out of their last 9 games. Like, they've lost 7 out of 9. So they're 5-9-0 on the road and have given up at least 3 goals in all 14 games during that stretch. So the Oilers, if they're gonna ever get it straightened out, tonight's the night. They're 9-6-0 at home, even in this stretch. So I'm going to take the Oilers to win this one 4-2, Coach.
A lot of Columbus, my friend.
Oh, so you and I
go with 6-2, my friend.
6-2. Yeah, well, you know what? There's only so long you can keep McDavid and Draisaitl off the score sheet. So
That's
you could
called
be right
the
on that.
Oilers storm tonight.
I think so. And finally, we have our beloved Vancouver Canucks traveling. They're on the road to San Jose, and I don't know. I had a tough time with this, to be honest with you. Vancouver is going to try to continue. Like, they're on a nice little streak now with under new coach Boudreau. Meanwhile, a lack of offense remains an issue with the struggling San Jose Sharks. The visiting Canucks can remain undefeated by extending their 6-game streak by winning tonight. Vancouver went 6-14-2 over its first 22 games before winning 7 out of their last 8. So sometimes, you talk about that mindset, especially when you have a talented team, and you're asking yourself, why are they performing so poorly? A new coach comes in. I mean, as much as I love Boudreau, sometimes you wonder, is it just about Boudreau? No, I think it's because maybe he's adapted something that instills the confidence of the players. He puts faith in them. I know he had a little mini interview with each of the players at different points before he came into coaching his first game. So he wanted to establish a rapport with them and see who his go-to guys were. And some guys have been responding really, really well on the team. We've mentioned that before. San Jose had been dealing with a lot of the COVID issues back in, I think it was late October. They're much healthier now, but I don't know. I still think there's a little bit more victory in Vancouver here. I'm going to take them to win this game in overtime, 3-2. And again, I think Demko will be the difference.
Yes, I think, Kelly, you want to talk about coach position. 4-2.
I convinced her.
Vancouver, 3-2, 4-2, my friend. It's easy in our tap tonight. It's only me and you, Montreal, Philadelphia.
Uh-huh.
And the prediction of the evening, you took the lead yesterday, I believe.
Yes, I'm in the fantasy points. I'm ahead 16-14. In the exact scores, I'm ahead 25-22. But coach, you're beating me. You have a 6-17 winning record, and I am only struggling at 590. So we'll see what happens tonight, I guess. Well, only one game difference. So we're either both going down or we're both going up. That's for sure. Let's go with our fantasy team here. I'm going to take net Vegas goaltenders, which I think should be Leonard. Defense, I'm going to take Hedman. And I believe Ekblad is out, right? I had picked Ekblad, so I'm going to go with Makar.
No.
Yes.
No. I will give you my 2 choices before you.
Oh, okay. You're playing dirty. Okay. D'Angelo's still out?
Which one?
Okay. D'Angelo?
Okay.
Is he still out? Is he out or is he playing?
I think he played tonight, yes.
You think? Or you want me to lose?
No, I think he is. I think because I remember I put both of them back in the lineup, both defensemen.
Okay. So I'll take D'Angelo then. And then forwards, I'm going to take Stone, Kaprizov, and Zuccarello.
All right. So I have Oilers, Makar, Hughes, McKinnon, McDavid, Tresolo.
All right. And you better hope that Edmonton wins.
Better for Edmonton win, because if they win, I'm take the lead tomorrow morning over you.
We shall see.
D'Angelo is in from Yamo. Kelly said always pick Makar. Heavyweight picks 951. Yes, I did for the home run, Mr. 951, for sure about that one over there. Why nobody take the whole thing?
I thought about it, Francois.
About that, we have a few people show up. We have Andrew Andrew from Barrie show up at some point earlier. We want to thank Andrew Kieran in the house today. Thanks so much, guys. We're missing a couple of likes. If you don't mind to click on the like, that'd be awesome. We have about 18. Usually we get 20, 25 the evening, but sometimes it's happening about this. Eagle, I got you pick, and then I got a couple of pick from our sport fan Adam. I think he missing a couple of pick of the game, but overall that's pretty good. We do go through this, guys, and we have new comments at the bottom. I want to hear Flipper, the Dauphin score. That'd be great if we can hear that tonight. I did the change, Kelly, for Philadelphia. She, in your tap, she changed in our tap your score for she went to Montreal to Philadelphia now.
Oh, well.
In our tap, before we leave, we always get, at the end, we ask you something, what maybe pay your attention tonight, or maybe some game or something you're looking for a specific game or whatever for the tonight.
Well, just the thing that stands out most for me is I want to see if a couple teams can get out of their respective slumps, right? We're looking at Florida hasn't played well lately. We're talking about Montreal, if they can get out of their slump and finally put a victory up, especially now that there's no fans to boo them. The Islanders need a good victory as well. Those are the main ones. Of course, Edmonton, right?
Yeah, exactly about that. If you have to bet, do you go under or over Montreal Canadiens tonight? 5.5.
I would go under.
You will go under?
Although, what was my score? 3-2. So, yeah, under.
Yeah.
I don't want to contradict myself.
Yeah, I will go under tonight with that game. I expect Philadelphia. I would not be surprised Montreal lost tonight and they scored 3 goals.
4-3.
Yep. That's what I'm thinking about this. The good news, you have no fans, so no jersey on the ice tonight. No, sandbag or whatever they call it. And that'll be something about that one of that. No,
Coach Caden Primo is starting tonight's game, right?
Caden Primo starts for the Montreal Canadiens.
Right.
About that.
So he's very excited because I believe he's from Philadelphia, or he has family in Philadelphia, I believe.
Well, the key behind this is that Kid Primo played many years with the Philadelphia Flyers, so that's what the reason he been grow in the Flyers side, everything like that. So it's almost like a dream about that. Yamo said, "Watch out for Ristolainen tonight." Have a good one, gentlemen. Have a show special shout out. Great night, everyone. Eagle, have an amazing great night. We try my best to stop by sometime.
Have a good one, Eagle.
I forgot to go after the game, and because I'm busy, everything like that. Really, bye. I appreciate a lot. We'll be interested in what's going to happen tonight. We are back at 7 o'clock live stream for the play-by-play with the Hockey Nation live show. Until then, we want to remind you, tonight, for me, it's Edmonton ENORTAP. I'm really... I think tonight will be a storm of 3 or 4 points from both of them tonight. It'll be Columbus not going to see nothing tonight. So maybe I'll be wrong again, but we'll see what happens about that. We thank Yamo also for his all the insight update, everything like that. And each one of you guys, don't forget to click on the like. That'd be great. And we wish you, I will see you around 7 o'clock next 1 hour, less of 1 hour. So I look forward to see you. But before we leave, we want to remind you one more thing. It was a joke. And Antti Vokai Selakin and Nathan Parola.
You are awesome. You are amazing. You are the best. And remember,
and Tata,
you have greatness inside of you.
Parola.
Hola, buenas tardes, noche. Anyway, how are you doing about that? Muta Usko esta ni palpora ola tahilta. Tahila. Whatever it is, have an amazing, great night, everybody. Be well
night,
and be
everyone.
healthy. Thank you, ENORTAP. I'll see you later,
Thank you,
brother.
Coach.
Yep.
Good night.
What do I know?
Thank you, 951. Thank you, Velio. And Anika. S-Man Dude, thanks, buddy. Thanks for the pics. And the Army Now song.
Surprise. I'd rather want you to just let me be. Oh, oh, oh. What do I know? What's going on now? Is this another breakdown? You and me, should I let go? I do really want to know what's going on now. Is this another breakdown? You and me, should I say so? We're just putting on a show. Come on, get a grip now of all the ways we parted. You showed in your own way we would stand and we would fall united. Come on, get a grip now. Just finish what you started. Don't like the feeling that I've been fooled, deceived, and so misguided. Oh, oh, oh. What do I know? What's going on now? Is this another breakdown? You and me, should I let go? I do really want to know what's going on now. Is this another breakdown? You and me, should I say so?
Ahula
We're
on
just
Kale.
putting